Let's be honest. In a world this demanding, your mind, your body, and your heart are under constant assault. We're overloaded with information, exhausted by expectations, and just emotionally drained by the chaos of modern life. But what if the secret to building an unbreakable you in 2026 wasn't some new trend, but a set of 2,000-year-old brutal rules for living? We're not talking about gentle reminders or quick fixes here. We are going to forge real strength with 3 hardcore Stoic principles designed to rebuild you from the inside out. So, if you're ready to stop being a product of your circumstances and start becoming the architect of your own soul, stay with me. For centuries, Stoicism has been the secret weapon of emperors, artists, and leaders. It's a philosophy for warriors, built for the battlefield of life. And in 2026, the battlefield looks different, but the war for our inner peace hasn't changed a bit. We're going to give you the blueprint. 3 rules. 1 for your mind, 1 for your body, and 1 for your heart. Master them, and you will master yourself. Rule 1. Rebuild your body with voluntary discomfort. All right, the first brutal rule is this. You must actively seek out hardship. You have to embrace voluntary discomfort. Every single day. Our modern world is basically a temple built to the god of comfort. We have climate-controlled rooms, food delivered to our door, and endless entertainment on demand. We've managed to engineer struggle right out of our lives, and in doing so, we've become terrifyingly weak. Your body is addicted to comfort, and that addiction is killing your potential. Think about it. Every time you hit the snooze button, you're teaching your body that your commitments are negotiable. Every time you choose the easy path, you're training yourself to quit when things get tough. The Stoics knew this was a trap. Seneca, who was one of the wealthiest men in Rome, would deliberately live as if he were poor. He'd wear rough clothing and eat the plainest food for days, not as a punishment, but as training. He would ask himself, is this the condition that I feared? By willingly experiencing a lesser version of what he was afraid of losing, he stripped that fear of its power. He was basically vaccinating himself against misfortune. This is how you start rebuilding your body, not for looks, but for war. The Stoics saw the body as an instrument for virtuous action. Its purpose isn't pleasure, it's resilience. This isn't about burning calories, it's about burning away your weakness. Your 2026 game plan is simple, but it's not easy. Start with 1 act of voluntary discomfort each day. Take a cold shower, hold it for 1 minute, then 2, then 5. Feel the shock. Feel your mind begging you to stop. And then feel the quiet strength that comes from overriding that impulse. Try fasting for 1 meal a week. Experience what true hunger feels like and learn the difference between a want and a need. It's a practice that cultivates a huge amount of gratitude for what you normally take for granted. Or, do what the ancient Spartans did and sleep on the floor once a month. Remind your body that it's adaptable, that it doesn't need a plush mattress to find rest. Each time you choose the harder path, you're casting a vote for a stronger version of yourself. You're building what the Stoics called the inner citadel, a fortress inside you that can't be breached by external chaos. This isn't just physical training. It's a message you're sending to your own mind. I am still in command. You're building discipline that compounds. It starts in the body, but it fortifies the mind. You prove to yourself day after day that you can endure. And a person who knows they can endure is a person who is free from fear. Rule 2. Rebuild your mind with the dichotomy of control. Rule number 2 is how you're going to rebuild your mind. You must ruthlessly distinguish between what you control and what you don't, and then pour all of your energy into what you can control. This is the famous Stoic dichotomy of control, and it's the key to unshakable mental peace. The philosopher Epictetus, who was born a slave and rose to become one of the most respected teachers of his time, put it plainly: some things are within our power, while others are not. Within our power are our own opinions, motivations, and desires, basically anything that is our own doing. Outside our power is Well, everything else. Our reputation, our health, what other people do, the outcome of events. Most of our suffering comes from confusing these two categories. We waste so much energy trying to control the uncontrollable. We get angry in traffic, frustrated by a co-worker's incompetence, or anxious about a future that hasn't even happened. The Stoics teach that this is just insanity. It's like trying to command the weather. You'll only end up exhausted. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, faced plague, war, and betrayal. Yet, in his private journal, he was constantly reminding himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Your inner world is a fortress, and nobody gets in without your permission. To apply this in 2026, you have to become a vigilant guard of your own mind. The most powerful tool for this is a nightly reflection, a simple evening inventory. Before you go to sleep, take out a journal and answer 4 questions. 1. Where did my actions today line up with my values? And where did they miss the mark? 2. How did I respond to things outside of my control? Did I react on impulse, or did I respond with virtue? 3. What judgment caused me unnecessary stress today? 4. What one thing can I do better tomorrow? This isn't an exercise in beating yourself up. It's an exercise in self-awareness. You aren't judging your failures. You're studying them. You're training yourself to see the world as it actually is, not as you wish it were. This practice builds mental toughness by forcing you to act on your principles, not your impulses. Over time, this completely rebuilds your mind. You stop being a leaf blown around by the winds of circumstance, and you become the storm. You cultivate what the Stoics called equanimity, a profound state of inner calm, even when the world outside is falling apart. You learn to embrace amor fati, a love of your fate. You no longer see setbacks as tragic problems. You see them as the very curriculum you need to become stronger. Your mind, once a chaotic mess of reaction and anxiety, becomes a well-ordered kingdom, and you are its ruler. 3. Rule 3. Rebuild your heart with memento mori. And that brings us to the third and final brutal rule. This is the one that will rebuild your heart. You must remember that you are going to die. This is memento mori, the ancient practice of meditating on your own mortality. In a culture that's terrified of death, that hides it away and only talks about it in whispers, this probably sounds morbid. But for the Stoics, it was the ultimate tool for living with purpose, urgency, and profound love. Seneca urged his friends to live each day as if it were their last, not in some frantic party all-night way, but with focus and appreciation. He wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we'd come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing. Let us balance life's books each day." Remembering death does 2 incredibly powerful things for your heart. First, it strips away everything that's trivial. The anxieties you have about what others think of you, the small grudges you hold, the chase for status and cheap validation, all of it crumbles into meaninglessness when you hold it up against your own mortality. What is a negative comment on social media to a person who knows their time is limited? What is the fear of failure to someone who knows the real failure is never trying at all? Second, memento mori fills your heart with a radical sense of gratitude and purpose. By thinking about the end, you finally start to truly appreciate the present. The simple act of breathing becomes a privilege. A conversation with a loved one becomes a sacred event. Your work, your health, your relationships, they're no longer obligations, but precious gifts with an expiration date. Your 2026 application of this rule is a morning meditation. When you wake up, before you even think about reaching for your phone, spend 5 minutes in quiet thought. First, practice premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. Visualize the challenges of the day ahead. Imagine your biggest project failing. Imagine getting into an argument or an unexpected setback. Don't do this to create anxiety, but to rehearse your response. See yourself meeting these challenges with calm, courage, and virtue. By anticipating trouble, you strip away its power to shock you when it arrives. You're like a general studying the battlefield before the fight begins. Then end your meditation with memento mori. Say to yourself, "I am mortal." This day is a gift that isn't guaranteed to be repeated. Let that thought shape every action you take. It will give you the courage to say what needs to be said, to do what needs to be done, and to love with an intensity that only comes from knowing that nothing lasts forever. This practice rebuilds your heart by anchoring it in what's real. It transforms fear into purpose and anxiety into love. You stop living like you have 1,000 years, and you start living the one life you have with the honor and urgency it deserves. These 3 rules aren't separate commands. They're an interconnected system for building an unbreakable human being. Voluntary discomfort forges a body that can withstand hardship. The dichotomy of control builds a mind that can navigate chaos with clarity, and memento mori creates a heart that can love fully and act with purpose. See how they connect? A strong body gives you the energy to discipline your mind. A disciplined mind gives your heart the clarity to find its purpose. And a heart with purpose gives your body a reason to endure. This is the path of the Stoic. It's not an easy path, it's a path of discipline, self-awareness, and courage. It requires you to show up every single day, especially on the days you don't feel like it. As Aristotle said, excellence is not an act, but a habit. The person you're meant to become is waiting on the other side of these 3 brutal rules. The question isn't whether you can do this. The question is whether you will. The world in 2026 needs fewer fragile people and more unbreakable souls. It needs you at your strongest. The work starts now. If you're ready to begin, subscribe to this channel for more unapologetic Stoic wisdom. And to solidify your own commitment, go to the comments right now and write, "I am ready to rebuild."